Every year around this time, I start thinking about my birthday and just reflecting on the changes happening in my life. This year, though, those reflections feel a lot heavier and more transformational than they have in past years. And I can't help but to attribute that to therapy and just my commitment to doing the work. I'm realizing that I am starting over, rebranding, if you will. And I'm at a point in life where God is stretching me and calling me to open up. It's hard, and if I'm being honest, I don't love it. But before I get too deep, let's just focus on getting myself together for my birthday week. So the first stop, the salon.
Scalp looks phenomenal.
Try something because I don't want to be just like stuck with braids the whole time.
What about units? Like a U part or a V part or something like that?
A wig?
Yeah, or like a full wig.
It'd be too
You
itchy
get
for me.
used. Yeah, these little hairs do kind of get on your nerves, but you kind of get used to it though.
That's
It's
what
like
you
workout. It's a weighted hula hoop that the girls use. And
Okay,
it's supposed to swim their weights. Apparently, that's how Beyonce keeps her weight slim.
I can see that.
Hula hooping.
Yeah.
It's a weighted hula hoop. My aunt used to do it back in the day, so I know for a fact that was like what it does.
Yeah.
So she used to have a hula hoop. And you hula hoop, yeah, girl.
That's you do it.
No, girl, I'm trying.
okay.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah, that
that's
has
a good
nothing to do with
content.
it.
That's a good like moment for content.
I don't need to use it though. I just need to start being more active, like every day. Just going on, 30-minute, hour walk. At least doing that. Whatever it is, but I know that I need to definitely start doing that.
To go to the weight. To be very confident.
Yeah.
To be able to advocate for yourself.
Yeah. Sure.
It does. It looks so good.
Well.
But as we see this in the front here, we can bring her up to here. Since this finally got to the length that we wanted in the front, we can bring her up to here all the way around, and then just like I said, take some of that weight out of in these areas here.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point, I wasn't fully in love with my hair yet. Like, I could see the vision. I was going for like that classic 90s vibe. And I knew I just needed to go home, wrap it up, and just play with it a little bit. But honestly, y'all, it wasn't until this moment, that I fell in love with my new cut. But we'll talk more about this later because...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to our amazing, wonderful, beautiful, excellent, creative, beautiful Jaylynn. Happy birthday to you. We love you.
So I had an amazing birthday dinner. It was a lot smaller this year, which was fine. A lot of my friends, well, most of my friends live out of town. So it just kind of worked out. And then some people were out of the country. Some people were just going through like life changes. And I always honor like wherever people are at. Like, we'll hang out when we hang out. Not gonna stress you about it. But the dinner was a lot smaller, but it was just really perfect. I didn't film anything because I actually left my DJI Osmo Pocket at home. Didn't realize it until I was halfway down the street, but it worked out because I was just able to be a lot more present with everyone. And yeah, everything happens for a reason, right? And I've actually just been a lot more intentional about nurturing my friendships and intentional about spending time with people who feel good in my soul, You know, one thing I'm learning in therapy right now is just to honor how my body responds to certain people. And it's been interesting, because I think when you're a lot more aware of how you feel, how you want to feel, and then you pay attention to how you respond, or just how your body responds to the person or just the people that you're around, you realize like, oh yeah, I don't want to do this with you no more, you know, or, you know, you just have to kind of like maybe limit the interactions or whatever. Use your discernment, but that's just something I've been a lot more intentional about. And so I actually went to dinner with 2 of my close girlfriends, and all 3 of us are introverts. And so I think we were all just kind of like on the same vibe. We didn't really need to fill every, you know, pocket of silence with small talk or just whatever. It was just kind of like, I'm here because I appreciate you, because I want to celebrate your birthday. I enjoy your presents. I want the drinks. I want the food, all of that, you know, like I could really just be myself. And I think that's what I'm leaning more into this year, is just finding my people, finding the people who I could be myself with, and also just being very comfortable with my own company. So yeah, the birthday dinner, it was a vibe. It was cool. It was actually it was a whiskey dinner, like a whiskey tasting and dinner. And it was really, really cool. I enjoyed it. And so like, unlike most years, when I go out for my birthday, dinner is usually just like, you know, like that's the pregame. You know, we're getting ready to go out. We want to get some food on the stomach, that type of thing. No, it was dinner and I went home. And that's how I wanted it to be. Like, I wanted to have a really nice dinner. I wanted to, you know, just spend time with my girls, all that stuff, right? But I wanted to go home. And that's what I did. Like, y'all, I was home. I was back home by like maybe like 10:30. Wasn't drunk, wasn't doing all the things, wasn't running the streets, wasn't doing any of that. And nothing is wrong with that. I just don't want that for me. I just didn't want that for me this year. Maybe next year it'll look different, but I know this year I just wanted to end the night very much aware of what happened, very much like reflective, and just wake up feeling good. And also, I scheduled a little photo shoot. I think I am starting to accept the fact that I am going through a little bit of a rebrand, not just a business rebrand, but a personal rebrand. And I wanted to do something to just mark the moment, mark the occasion. And also, one of my fun goals for the year is to create like my own makeup look, or just get better at doing my makeup. And so this was the perfect opportunity for me to kind of like test that out. I don't know if it was the perfect opportunity, because I definitely stressed myself out a little bit, but yeah, I had fun in the process. All right, so I saw this girl on TikTok. She was doing her makeup, and she did her contour first, and then she went in with her blush. And hold on, let me watch it, because I could be making this up. Hold on. Okay, so this is the look that I'm going for today. I feel like the way she does this, with starting with the contour, then the blush, I think it'll help me just kind of like have a little bit more control and place makeup where it should be. And then she puts the foundation on afterwards, then concealer. Yeah, so I'm gonna try this. Boom, boom, boom. We're blending. Step 2. Okay, she's doing blush. I'm just doing very little bit of blush, and I don't have a cream blush. That's what I realized I did not get at the store when I went. So we're just gonna do a little bit. I'm not a blush girl at all. When I say a little bit, you probably won't be able to see it. See? Oh, you can see it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, something about me and blush. It may be I just need to try like more like golden tones or something. But I don't like blush. Never have. Even like when I was a little girl playing in my mom's makeup, blush wasn't really my thing. So something I realized, guys, is I don't think I have like a perfect shade match. Like I have tried what I feel like almost every foundation. I know it hasn't been every, but that's just like what it feels like for me. Um, and I think I'm just one of those people who I have to like mix my foundations. So that was the House Labs, and that's in 303. Um, and you know, you can see it's a little ghostly, it's a little chalky. So probably, well not probably, I definitely am. I'm gonna mix this with NARS. You see, like adding in some warmth, bringing back in like those golden peachy tones. Like I feel like I just have blush and foundation on my face. Like this is not going the way it's going in that video. So I'm gonna do what I would have done before. Leave it to me to try a new makeup technique on the day that I have a photo shoot. Isn't that crazy? Oh, so last night I did go out to dinner with two of my friends. We went to Headquarter Prime in DC. They had like a bourbon, it was called a bourbon dinner. It was with Uncle Nearest. And I don't know, it was okay. It was okay. It was, you get 4 cocktails, 4 courses. The food was really, really good. I feel like Headquarter has really good food, so I definitely knew that they would definitely deliver on that. The cocktails, though, I was a little disappointed with the cocktails. They just weren't good, and you could tell that, you know, everything was batched, which is fine. I definitely don't mind batching, but I think I shared this in one of my videos. Like when you batch cocktails for large groups of people and you're serving a drink per course, you have to wait to ice. Like you can't batch it, pour it, and ice it, and just have the tray sitting there. Like the drink is going to be diluted. So all of our drinks were very diluted. I don't know what the flavors were supposed to be. Everything was just very, very faint in terms of color. So we didn't really taste anything. Yeah, like you can tell, like, oh, okay, I think this is supposed to be strawberry, and I think this is supposed to be, you know, whatever, but it just wasn't, I wouldn't have done it like that, you know, but I think most importantly, it was just the company that I enjoyed the most. I went with my friend Candace and my girlfriend Tamika. And y'all, I'm so mad I didn't get any video or photos from last night. I accidentally left my DJI Osmo Pocket here at home. And I had everything like laid out because I was gonna drive, and I had everything right where I needed it to be, so that I grabbed this, grabbed my keys, grabbed my purse, grabbed the DJI Osmo Pocket. But my dad called and he was just like, oh, how are you getting there or whatever, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna drive. And he was like, nah, you know, you don't have to drive. I'll you know, you Uber pretty much. So you gonna be drinking, you Uber. And I'm like, all right, cool. And so I'm like, well, if I'm gonna Uber, like I need to leave soon. Like I need to leave now, pretty much. And so like that one little small change just kind of messed everything up in terms of me just remembering, oh, grab this, grab that, you know. So I was halfway down the street when I realized I did not have it. But all good, you know, because I was able to just be fully immersed in conversation and just enjoy my friends, enjoy their company. And even my friends asked me, like, where's your little video thing at? And I'm like, I didn't left it at the house. I think I'm supposed to be using a different brush. This is the bronzer brush. But yeah, we're going.
Happy birthday, girlfriend. You got a video?
I
You got a
did.
video?
I did. It was very cute.
I said, oh shoot, it's got my birthday. I'm pretty good with birthdays, but honey, I literally when I said that, I said, let's do a video real quick after you get to pick up. So
While you was calling, I was walking into a restaurant. And,
I said she must be doing dinner because they do dinner early.
I went to dinner and I was home in the bed by 11 p.m.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Don't say it now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we getting older.
Girl, this is the first time ever I have had a birthday where I'm in the house before midnight.
And guess what? And I love that for me.
And
for you.
I love it. My feet wasn't hurting.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that's
out
good.
here arguing with somebody's son. You remember my was it my 30th birthday when you came?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Sure was.
hated it so bad arguing with that boy.
Girl, was you just oh have mercy.
There we go. All right. We're locked in. I like it. I like it a lot. Still need to do my lips, but we're good. I don't know why I do this to myself. I told myself last night, like once I got in, like, why don't you just iron your clothes, put them in the garment bag. So all you have to do in the morning is just focus on getting dressed. But me, no, I just get up early, get up around 7 or 8, you know, do what I need to do. I got up at 9, and now I feel like I'm rushing. I don't think I'll be late. Like, I'm planning to get there at 1:15. The shoot isn't until 1:30, but, you know, gotta park, get ready, all that stuff. And I forgot I need to run by CVS. I need, like, a safety pin because my blazer, it doesn't, it kind of just opens up. It doesn't close all the way. So I gotta run and go get that on the way. And you would think I have a safety pin. Or just have like those things. I don't. Like needle, thread, safety pin, you know, that type of stuff that, you know, we always saw in the, what was that little box that our parents kept? If you grew up in a black family, you know what I'm talking about. The, like the blue tin the cookies came in, but if you opened it up, it was like all the selling stuff. Yeah, I need to get me one of those because I always need a safety pin and I never had one. So I'm going to hurry up and iron these. I think it's like 11. Let's say it's 11:40. Let's see. Huh. It is 11:54, and I need to be out of here by 12:22. So speaking of rebrand, I am definitely going through like a life shift, and it is the most eye-opening experience to me. It's like I'm witnessing myself be an active participant in my healing and experiencing vulnerability in a way that I haven't before. Like I typically resist vulnerability by putting up, you know, keeping up them emotional walls. That's typically what I do. Like I'm a very private person. I share what I want to share with whoever I want to share, how I want to share it, when I want to share it. It could just be this call that I'm responding to right now, where God just wants me to tell my story, to be vulnerable, to let people in, to find my people, and to be a reflection for other people. Because, you know, sometimes we feel like we're experiencing life alone and we are having these original experiences, these isolated experiences that no one in the world is going through, and it's just not true. And so I think a big part of this growth journey that I'm on, this healing journey that I'm on, it's just also about like finding my people and inspiring and encouraging in a different way. And actually, I wrote a post on Substack and I titled it, I'm finally understanding what it feels like to do the work. And it's a lot, but it feels good, you know, because it's a lot of acknowledging and processing and accepting and correcting, reframing. It's a lot of forgiveness too. A lot of forgiveness, loving, and just healing. Yeah. Y'all, I did not know that 38 was about to come in like this. But here we are. Yeah, here we are. So I don't know what God has in store for 38, but whatever it is, I'm doing the work now to make sure my heart and mind are ready to receive it. Cheers to a new chapter.